pictures already.
You good? You better?
Look better. I just get it wrong.
We'll just go straight in. We'll go straight in.
Huh?
We'll just go straight in.
Welcome to the Hot Seat. It's your boy Bad the Boss Hall.
And this is the king of Rude Radio, the undisputed king of urban media, Tuck. And welcome to, my headsets keep going out, welcome to another edition of the Hot Seat Urban Media Show. And today, Bam, I'm going to allow you to introduce the guest. I'm not going to
How you going to allow me?
You
You allow me. Let the guest introduce him.
This is a regular here on the Hot Seat.
I want y'all to introduce me.
Oh, my God. Tuck, you found him.
My headset is going crazy, so I can't hear.
Oh, you're making an excuse. You don't want to do it either, huh?
No.
All right, today's guest on the Hot Seat. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Reggie Stacks.
Hey, what's happening?
Reggie Stacks.
Hey, what's
Reggie
happening,
Stacks. And
how did you find this guy again, man?
you know, I was over at a
He's my biggest fan. That's how you know.
I was at a recycling bin, and I saw all these papers in this bin, and there was a book or two in there. Well, not a book or two. It was a case of books over there in the recycling bin. And it said Reggie Stacks. So I decided, let me give this guy a call and see what's going on here, since he's now in the recycling game. So Reggie, what you been up to, man?
Man, you know, I've just been busy working in the lab on my next book, Twisted. Been working on revamping that, getting that out to the public. You know, my fans are really, they want it. They've been asking for it, so I'm about to release that for them.
You brought your fan, right?
Nah, I got fans.
in the windows of his house. So what's going on? I remember the first book. What was the first book called?
Ghetto Heaven. Ghetto Heaven.
And the second book was called?
The second book is going to be called Twisted.
Oh, the Twisted hasn't come out yet.
No, it hasn't came out yet, but it's going to be released probably the first of next year, looking like February.
Okay. And what made you pick the month of February? What is Twisted about anyway? No, wait a minute. Let's go back. Let's let the listening audience know about your first book. And your first book was Ghetto Heaven, and that was about
Curtis.
About Curtis, and Curtis was what? Well, I know what it was about. I'm trying to get the listening audience to know.
Well, most of my fans, they already know because they already have the book. So, but for the ones that don't know, Curtis is a multi-millionaire. He has a lot of things. He has wealth. He has power. Only thing Curtis is missing from his life is someone to share it with. When he finally finds her, you know, all hell.
Or him or her.
Her.
Okay.
All hell break loose, and a crazy ex from the past is trying to destroy him, take him down. So it's a worldwide tour of them going back and forth, and she's trying to destroy Curtis.
And it was a hot seller at the thrift store, wasn't it?
It was
quite a few copies.
It was a hot seller nationwide.
I got another distributing point. That's what you should do.
What's that?
Take it to the thrift store, and just put it in a pile of books. Maybe
They don't sell one.
How much they sell those books for?
Probably about 50 cents. You probably get 50 cents a book.
No, I can get like at least 25.
But anyway, so now we're past that book, and we decided to venture into a second book.
Yeah, Twisted.
And this is called Twisted. And Twisted is about what?
Twisted is going to be, it's going to take you back before Ghetto Heaven. Twisted is going to be part one of Ghetto Heaven.
Okay, well now what is part one, and what is Twisted going to be about?
It's going to take you back before how Curtis all began, how everything began with Curtis and the main character in the book, Sincere.
So basically, you writing the book how Curtis began for the second book?
Yeah.
That's twisted for real, ain't it?
No, because it's going to make you better understand who Curtis is and how
I'll take you back to Curtis where he came.
Yeah, so how him and Sincere met up and why she's so bent on hell of destroying him.
So who helped write this book?
Who helped write it?
Yeah.
I guess my evil twin.
Evil twin.
Then the evil twin should learn from the first book that he didn't even venture into the second book. But so what else is going on with you, man, other than these books? You know, you're not doing your show. You used to have a TV show and everything. What happened, man?
With his hype
We
man?
produce-
Where your hype man
Well,
at?
Hollywood, it's my producer, Hollywood. Shout out to my producer, Hollywood.
But we actually produced this show, man.
Man, Hollywood.
We produced this
No,
show.
Hollywood was the best producer.
You know, okay, then when you got Hollywood, that's when you went off the air. Now, when
No,
you had us
I've
behind
been
you
on
on
the air
that.
probably a couple of months and just taking a break and
How you take a break?
taking a break, revamping.
Is Jay Leno taking a break?
I mean, they have seasons too, so I have a season. So once my break
I
is
don't
over
get that
with,
either, man. I don't understand that.
How do you take a break?
Yeah, how do you take a break?
Take a break from
the
making
show?
money. How you do that?
so once you have your own TV show, you know what you want to do. So I mean, right now I'm just taking
No,
a
we
break.
know. Now,
Focus
wait a
on-
minute.
on other stuff.
You're not talking to the folks out in the street. You're talking to us.
And who you, man? I mean,
And we produce that show. We know how those shows work, and we want to know the truth, man. You can't tell us I'm taking a break.
I'm taking a break. I need to focus on other things. There's a lot going on right now.
Okay, then let's talk about it. What you got going on? Because we're gonna go one at a time. we're gonna get you refocused.
So you're gonna get me out there.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm just really trying to really focus on these book sales and getting this twisted out there. And like I got a lot of stuff going on, and I just want to focus on that right now. TV show it's fun, it's good, but I need to revamp that and have some better guests and more guests. So
yeah, you need. You know, when we came down there and did something, we lit it up for you. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. You need us to produce. We'll just charge you a small fee, man, and we'll make that thing happen for you.
I mean, Hollywood, he does an excellent job. So
You just said you need better guests, and you got to refocus. So what kind of job did he do?
Hollywood,
He put you out of business. He got to shut down for you.
He do a good job. I mean, I wouldn't trade him in. That's my right hand man. So I got, I can't sit him out there.
So who do you have with you today?
Huh?
Who, there's someone else on your team?
So I wouldn't I hit it.
Who do you have with you today?
I'm here by myself today.
Oh yeah, so
Okay, by yourself. It's all good, man. But you know, everybody's out here trying to do whatever they do. But you know, you trying to BS us, man. You ain't telling us something, man.
And what you want to know?
And,
I gave it to you raw.
And that's the only way we want it. So what's really going on with you? You know, how much focus do you have to put into writing a book or whatever the case may be? The book's coming out in February, so that means to me, and I don't know anything about producing a book or publishing a book, that the book is already done.
No, it's not. It's not completed. It's done, but it's not completed. You know, it goes to edit, re-edit, and edit again before it's actually published. And you know, I just can't put out any type of work. It's like if I was in the studio making a CD, I wouldn't just put out the first track or any track. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that track is the hottest track that you put out. So this has got to be the hottest book that I put out. It's got to be better than all the other authors out there that's trying to come up and do their thing. But no, Reggie Stacks always be to the top.
So is Hollywood editing your book?
Nah, Hollywood has no parts in the book.
So I know where you're going with that. Right to this recycling bin, right? So
How many pages?
Twist is gonna be.
Yeah.
I haven't really decided. Like I said, they're gonna come out in final edit.
So you ain't started writing it yet?
No, it's you said how many pages it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It comes out in final edit. So once you go to edit,
And
find out what you're gonna keep in it, then determine how many pages you're gonna have.
over 10.
Nah, it's gonna be probably about 13.
big print, right?
I edited like, oh no, let's go back.
So what's the cover gonna look like? You're pretty good with covers. What's the cover?
Oh, the cover is hot. The cover's gonna be the main attraction. People gonna probably pick up the book just for the cover, and once they pick up the book and read the back, the synopsis, they're gonna be like, wow. And
so they're gonna tear the cover off the back of the book and
walk
leave the
out
book there.
They're gonna take the cover out and walk out of Walmart.
I hear you, man.
Yeah, that's
That guy always doing something, man. What's up with him, man? He always got something going on.
I mean, that's only got to make it.
How's the family doing, man? Family doing good?
Doing well. Family doing well.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You know.
And you're from Carolina somewhere?
Yeah, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
He the one got us hate mail on our website at that time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he sure did, man.
There's no telling, you know what I'm saying? I don't let my haters stop me. They know that.
See, they were going to kill us.
Yeah,
too.
they can get all three of us. Like,
man, they were going to do us too.
like, wow.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Reggie Stacks. So, Stacks, So you used to have, what happened to those models that we almost got to fighting about, man?
Those models, they still under contract.
They're under contract, okay.
They still under contract, so whatever they do, I still get my cut.
Oh, Jesus, here we go. Here we go, man.
I told you.
Don't we get tired of hearing this stuff,
and you just
man.
said that I'm into everything, so.
Yeah. What else you into, man? What else you got? What other irons in the fire?
Well, that's all.
You know what you should do, man? I just thought about it. It just came to me. You know stuff just come to me, right? Mm-hmm. You should be a preacher.
Thought about that.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you're a great con, man. I mean, you're a preacher. Still all the collection plates be gone.
Stand up.
There you go.
Save an offering.
Yeah. You think you'd be a good preacher?
Probably a pimp.
Nah, he ain't.
Yeah.
Come on.
I really been a preacher.
Man, he'd be broke. He'd be broke as hell.
Man, he probably can sell a drink. If he can sell a book, he can sell a drink.
Okay. 7 books.
So being a pimp is easy. You get no work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bam can be a pimp.
Yeah, he can work it. I think he can work it.
7 books in 7 years ain't gonna get it done, brother.
Yeah, so anybody can be a pimp. That's easy.
Man, okay. All right. I can't even get a chick, so I know I can't get a pimp. you got to have a chick first. I mean, you start there.
You said you got a wife, so you mean that all you don't need to be a pimp.
Yeah. I guess. What else you into, man? You in the car? What kind of car you got out there? You got the Bentley out there?
Nah, I'm waiting on the Bentley.
What you doing, man? Hey, is that your truck out there that got something written on it?
Yeah, get up heaven.
What would it say on it? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it on the road up. Yeah.
So you riding down the street and everybody see this Ghetto Heaven on there?
It sells a lot of books.
Oh, okay. Where you sell these books at, man?
I sell them. You can find me on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Nubian Bookstore, Medu Bookstore, Greenbrier.
So how do you go about putting a book? Because I know there's a bunch of people who ain't selling no books that got them on Amazon and all these places. How do you go about putting a book out there?
As far as putting on Amazon?
Yeah.
Well, what you do first, you gotta actually have a book to put out. Actually gotta have a book. So once you have that book, I mean, you go set you up an account on Amazon and do all the paperwork and list it on there for whatever price you want to sell it for.
So then, Amazon will contact you if somebody bought a book, and you do the shipping, or the Amazon do the shipping?
You can have it where you send Amazon so many books, and they'll keep it in their storage, and they'll ship it from there, or you can fulfill your own orders and you ship your books.
So how do you begin to write a book? Where do you start?
Where you start?
Yeah, like what do you start? Like you just you writing a story? How do you do it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I do a lot of ghostwriting too, and I talk to a lot of authors that want to write. And the first thing I tell them is always the first step is to write it. You know, a lot of people are like, well, I want to write a book, but I don't know what to do. First thing you gotta do is write. Write your manuscript, write it out, and then put it together after that. But the first step is.
And they ask you.
Of course. Well, who else they gonna
ask?
ask?
I know how. There you go, man. I'll paint the picture for you.
Who else they gonna ask?
He got a little table set up with a few books on there, and he's sitting there like he's a celebrity for real, right? So some little girl or something come up to him and says, "Hey, I want to write a book. How do I go about writing a book?" You know, I get it.
That's how I go.
Yeah, I get that whole thing.
But yeah, that's the first step is just to write it. And I tell everybody that, so everybody out there listening, if you want to write a book, first thing you do is to write it down.
Once upon a time.
Have you ever thought about which one of those books could make it to the movie, Netflix or something? Like turn it into a movie?
Netflix.
I'm just saying, you know, if something like Snow on the Bluff could make it to Netflix or one of your books.
Actually, I'm working on a screenplay for Ghetto Heaven.
Yeah.
I want to make that into a movie. Even if not a movie, straight to DVD, like a lot of people do.
Okay, so
I want
how do you go about doing that?
Writing the screenplay, hiring actors, hiring engineers and cameramen, and putting it out there.
Okay, I guess it's that easy.
It's that easy. But you gotta have a good script. You gotta have a good story to tell.
Are you gonna shoot that with an iPhone, or what kind of phone are you gonna shoot that with?
I think it was the Galaxy 4. And you see the guy that was on YouTube that did that whole song off his iPhone. He's getting paid.
Okay.
So.
You know, I do believe in miracles, though.
Yeah, I think all you gotta do is just have that niche, like you say. He did something with an iPhone.
What's the niche? Who is it? Who are you? Who is your audience? Who is your target audience?
Well, my target audience, never believe it or not, is
I won't believe it. So go ahead anyway.
I'm gonna say, at first I thought my audience was gonna be a bunch of hard heads and roughnecks, but they really don't read books like that. So I mean, all the time they want to pick up a book is they locked up. So I'm trying to break that mold, right? I'm trying to reach a broader audience. But right now, most of my audience are females. Females love to read, and they love that drama, that hood drama. So
they love hood drama.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
What kind of female love hood drama?
All of them that listen to this show.
You might have a point there. You may just have a point. But, you know, and I didn't even think about that till you said that. Yeah, it's hard to get us to read because I know I don't like to read. And my eyes are bad now. I used to read the newspaper.
I mean, they have this same thing go when you get old, your eyesight.
I used to read the newspaper cover to cover. I get frustrated now because I can't see no more. Once I lose my place, I just put the newspaper down. I buy a newspaper religiously every day. And once my eyes and I lose my place, I get frustrated and put it down. So reading the book is probably almost impossible.
But the thing about it is,
get you some get you a magnifying.
But the thing about it is, so once I can each a dude pick up the book, they love it. You know, they be like, first they be like, no, I don't read. I don't do but read the ESPN or watch what's the little book with all the chicks in it. Hot Stuff or something like that, that craziness, they'll pick up that, but I like, they read the book like, man, I don't read, but that was a good book. So it's like, we just need to
You
read
believe
it.
that? You believe that really? You believe
a genius wrote the book, so of course I believe it.
Man, what do you think about all this?
Why you didn't bring us a copy, man?
I brought you a copy of the last
time. Yeah, that's when we shot our drinks on. Remember, we shot our drinks on the book. That was
I'm saying we could have edited the book here, right on the show. Every 50 minutes.
We write it on chalkboard.
Yeah, we got take this page out.
Yeah, you know, we definitely want him to be a bestseller.
Yeah, you know.
So we can say we discovered this guy in the parking lot. Hey, where we discovered man in the parking lot?
The parking lot.
It won't be like R. Kelly on the parking lot with for money.
Parking lot behind the abandoned museum.
With some earrings. Did he have some fake earrings?
Bracelets and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, man. And you know, that was what, about 2 years ago? A little longer than that, man. It's been a while.
About 3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
About 2, yeah.
You know, I'm glad to see you still doing your thing because we still doing our thing. Matter of fact, man.
He needed. Now he can sell books at the parade.
Can he?
Black History Parade.
We're hosting it. Whether you know it or not, the Hot Seat Urban Media is hosting the Black History Parade February 22nd downtown Atlanta. So if you want to sit next to the king, you might even be able to take a picture with the king for about $25 a shot. But you know, it's going to be hot, and there's going to be a lot of entertainment. This one's going to be the biggest one ever, and they got some great ideas going on, and they're going to try to create some activities after the parade, and it's going to be a good deal. We need to start coming out to these things. We need to start supporting these things. You know, we support all the nonsense, but we don't support the stuff that's actually beneficial to us. You dig?
We got free books.
Free books. Free coaster book. Free coasters.
Hey, 2 in 1, huh?
Hey, they got a spot right in the cover where you can sit your glass and it won't tip over. That's it, man. That's a book. So I know you gotta have chicks on the cover because that's the only way you're really gonna get the African American male to the non-intellectual African American male to read the book, and slow people like me, because I ain't gonna read it. I like
well,
to
actually,
you know, that's what you need to do. Just put a bunch of pictures in the book, and then little captions at the bottom. We're good. You know, we'll be good.
So y'all read that. I said y'all read that, huh?
We'll read that.
So you gotta expand your mind, you know, read.
What, like one sentence on each page? That'd be straight.
Yeah,
it's something different. Something different, man.
Nah, it probably would be something different, but I don't think that would sell too good.
Yeah, it'll sell to a guy like me who don't know how to read. It worked for me. Well, I've been trying to master this reading thing for a long time. But you know, as long as I keep on working at it, I'll one day get it.
You'll get it.
But you know, Yeah, I wouldn't know where to start writing a book.
You wouldn't?
Heck no.
You don't think you write a book about your life?
Heck no. Somebody else could write. I could tell them. Somebody else could write it, but I couldn't write it.
That's the only thing. Like, I'm just starting right now, and I can like you say, tell them and let them put it into form.
So if you could tell me what to write, why can't you write it down yourself?
Because I'm too lazy.
My grandma, my grandma sucks.
That's why you have editors. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the first thing to do is to write it.
But could you just tell someone? Like can we just sit here?
Yeah, it's got to be people.
They ask questions because I know.
You think Mike Tyson wrote his own show?
Yeah. So how do you get in that part where someone just asks you the questions and they put the answer?
Well, like I do ghostwriting too, so it's basically the same thing. People,
I don't believe in that BS.
You don't believe in what?
Ghostwriting. Who you ghostwrite for?
So you telling me it's not ghostwriting the music? People,
I'm telling you, if you ain't ghostwriting for nobody.
The same thing if you want your story told, you tell it to somebody.
Let me say this.
So people tell me their stories.
Okay.
And I write it down. They don't know how to put it in format. They don't know how to put it in words.
Okay. I didn't think that would be called ghostwriting.
What you think it would be called?
If I'm telling you my story, I'm getting you to write my story for me. You're a writer.
No, he ghostwriting.
How he ghostwriting?
Because he writing the whole thing.
It's my bio. But somebody wrote my bio.
But it's not always the bio. It's somebody. He might have a story he want to tell, or he might want to write a book, but he don't know how to do it. So
you just tell him like he asks you the questions, and he gonna put it into story form, that book form.
A writer.
That's not a writer. It's a ghostwriter because it's
going to be. Because in the book, it's going to say written by
you. Yeah, written by you.
No, told by me. No, it's written by him.
How many books have you written?
Huh?
How many books have you written?
I'm about to write one right now.
So how you gonna tell me how it works? So if you haven't written the books, how you gonna tell me how it works? I'm sitting there telling you.
So I can get you to write my bio, and it'll be goes. I wouldn't do that anyway. So anyway, I don't want to say 10 books because he wrote it.
I mean, if your life sucks, then can you 10 people?
I can honestly say I have not had an exciting life at all.
Well, then you might have 10 people.
I think I got a story.
You got a story? I don't have no story. My book will be right next to his at the recycling bin. Oh, you got a story?
I got a bestseller.
You got a bestseller?
What's the story?
There's life.
What would the title be called?
Huh?
What would the title be called?
It's called The Dirt Road.
The Dirt Road.
Why the Dirt Road?
Where I'm from. There, yeah.
That's what y'all call your little community, the Dirt Road?
Because it was a dirt road. It was like the last dirt road left. In my city.
The street still a dirt road?
Not no more.
But
after I left, I
paved it.
Yeah, but
wow.
It was like 1 or 2 dirt roads left in my little city. Yeah.
My road used to be gravel before they paved it. But you be driving, kind of rocks be popping up in your car.
And it go from like life from with grandmama with the plastic on the sofa to the hood dudes with a pool table in the middle of the floor. That's how I go. I got a story. Like I got once I get somebody who can write it, like I say, it's gonna.
Story to tell.
Heck yeah.
Man, I used to like that the couch with the plastic on it.
They went from, like I said, we went from the piano in the living room with the plastic on the couch to the pool table in the middle of the floor. Like they literally turned grandma's house out. They turned it to a trap. They turned it from that to the trap.
Yeah. Wow, man.
And that was 15 years. Like, wow.
15 years flipped just like that.
You would never thought that they had plastic on the couch.
Mm-hmm. Man, that means you had an old school grandma, because my grandmother had plastic on her couch.
And you know those heaters you stand in front of us?
The kerosene?
The gas, you know the gas heater, not kerosene, the one that's hooked up to the gas.
You talking about the little burgundy?
Oh, the one that was mounted on the floor. You lean up against it and burn you up.
With the window in the front? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And you put water on top so it vaporize or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know about all that.
Keep the air warm.
Yeah.
Those were the good old days, man.
Simple days.
And that food be cooking good over there, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I had to check my watch, my phone, see what's going on. Somebody might be calling for you right now. They might want to.
Let's hope somebody call in and ask some questions.
Call us 44292-1420.
We should have called the recycling bin, man. They would have been on to give us some little input on this book. So how are you spending your days, man? What you doing for entertainment nowadays?
You know, too much change.
You got front row seats at the Hawks or the
On the wood, foot on the wood.
In the clubs? Where you at, man? Where can people find you, man?
I'm all over there. You can find me all over the city.
He don't want to say because he knows somebody looking for him. You don't have to say.
It ain't hard to find. Hey, you looking for me? Ain't hard to find. I'm here every day. That's where you can find me at.
You guys used to be all out in the club. Y'all don't get together and go to the club no more?
Oh, yeah, we still in the club.
You have your little book and walking around telling folks.
I got my books in my backpack and I'm walking around selling them and meeting people and signing autographs and taking pictures. That's what I do.
He need to be a preacher for real, man.
This is registered.
So what club y'all hang out at?
I mean, you name it, all the hot spots. Once we get in, it's gonna get hotter. So
oh man,
here
we go, man.
I heard that you had teamed up with Final Call.
Oh, Bam got jokes.
Hey, they knock on the door. He's right behind them. After you get done reading this, read this. Hey, now that you said that, he might well get a little Muslim seat standing out there. Oh, that is Final Call. Yeah. I'm thinking Jehovah's Witness. He can go around with them. When they knock on the door, you come in right behind them.
They ruthless. They determined to get you there for elderly. Those Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh man, we need a good restaurant to go to. Where's a good restaurant to go to around in this area, man? My stomach hurts. But I don't have $5, so where can I?
And you ain't gonna number for $5.
I have to use that McDonald's coupon or something.
Burger King.
That stuff is so nasty, boy. That sit on your stomach all night long, too. Man. So what side of town you live on nowadays?
I'm out on the west side right now. I was over here on the east side, but I had to get up from over here. I'm on the west side.
Okay. You know, I think I saw on Facebook where somebody broke into your house, huh?
Yeah, a while back.
Yeah? What'd they get?
Man, I don't even want to talk about it.
Man, they done got me 3 times.
Over on the east side?
On the east side, yep.
It's time to move. I think it was, I almost reverted back to my old ways. I came home and see my house been burglarized. It take you to a whole other level, take you to a different spot, to a different place.
It does.
Man,
the first time it really got me, because I sat on the porch and just looked at all the cars going up and down the street and said, did you do it?
Yeah, that's how it was. Actually, that night, my mind was going so many different ways that night I figured it was somebody I knew, and I went to his house and kicked his door in, and then they called the police on me. I was real upset that night.
But then the last time, I'm telling you, this last time, I really felt violated. They had opened up every drawer, flipped over every mattress, went through the closet. It made me feel like I did have something. I ain't had nothing to hold again. And they just flipped it up. Everything, all the drawers out, everywhere.
And then you got to take the time to clean it all
up
and
put it back together.
That's crazy, man.
And I'm like, man, they really violated. I was scared. I wasn't scared the first time. I was scared the last time.
I wasn't scared because
I was scared. Because I'm like, man, they came in here thinking I was somebody, so if they came in here like this, they're going to come in here when I'm here. I'm like, oh, man, how am I going to sleep at night? But it's all good, man. We all been through it.
They flipped mattresses and everything?
Flipped all the mattresses over.
They be going crazy.
Man, they did it.
I'm talking about
they did it. Kitchen cabinets.
Mounted on my wall, ripped it off, punch holes, I guess they was looking for whatever they was looking for, but
yeah, that's crazy.
It's not a good experience to go through. And then, like I said, it takes you to a whole nother level. It takes you out of character and puts you in another space that you don't need to be.
You want to kill somebody.
Yeah.
You want to kill somebody. You want to punish them. And I mean really punish them.
Torture.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm telling you, the thing that went through my mind is I shoot them in the foyer. No, I don't shoot them. I shoot them in the foyer, drop them in the foyer. Then I get the video camera out and I talk to them while I got the pistol up against their head. Yeah, this one really went through my head. I'm talking about when they're laying on the floor and I'm going to talk to them and then I'm going to tell them at the end, say good night to the camera.
You trying to put yourself on
I want to make you say I'm sorry, and then now it's time to say good night.
That's the time to kill. What's all the Man on Fire.
Yeah, that's where you go though.
I tell you,
get violated like that.
Crazy. They broke in our house. Well, got in my house. And dropped it. My wife thought it was me downstairs, and they heard her coming. They dropped what they was getting and ran out the house. But the night before, they had broke in and stole her iPad out the car. But we looked for it for 2 days, and like the third day, they had brought it back and put it up on the seat of the car.
Wow.
You crazy, man.
Yeah.
They brought an iPad back and put it under
Because
the seat.
they couldn't break it. They
Get inside
they
of
can't use it.
So they brought it back.
Yeah. and when she was looking for it, it was behind our, like, 2 houses up behind our, like, it had the address of our neighbor house. And I knew they didn't have it. It was 2 old people. But really, they had hid it, like, in the woods. So GPS couldn't figure that out.
Oh, okay.
So they left it there for, like, a day or two. Then finally, the next day, when I took a car, the shit was on the floor in a car. Like,
Wow.
I had one time this guy, like when I first moved to Atlanta, I was staying downtown, and
In the hotel?
you tried it, so anyway.
Under a bridge, too? Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And I was staying downtown, and it was during the Christmas season around this time, and all that day we had been out Christmas shopping, and I had a cold at the time, so I came back, and I went in the house, and she left back out, went back shopping. I guess they seen us taking stuff in the house, and I'm laying in there sick as a dog, and it's just my banging on the door, so I'm like, why should we use a key to open the door? And here's my start kicking the door, and I got up, and I kicked again. I snatched the door open, and they tried to run through the front porch, and I caught them in the middle of the street, and I'm beating this joker down, throwing on top of somebody's car, somebody running and just beat them down. But yeah, I ever catch.
so when you opened the door, he didn't expect that.
Nah, he didn't expect that.
He didn't make sure nobody went home.
Bam. Did he beat him down or did he get beat down?
It's
The young fella
equal.
turned the tables on him.
Nah,
He gave him a few.
Ain't nobody beat me there. I don't think he got a lick. His chance get no
They
lick.
told him to go back in the house. Get back in the house.
When he said he found script from somewhere, he was sick as hell.
I mean, and like I said, that stuff like that happens. Just takes you out. So
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. I'm with
So
you.
what you call the police or what? What you do?
no, I ain't calling the police. I beat.
I just beat him. Yeah.
Nah, somebody else is calling the police. Like I said, the cars coming down, shot and threw them on top of the car and just beat them.
Yeah.
Reggie
Yeah,
Stacks.
and this is the season to
Yep.
do what you gotta
Hey,
do, man.
somebody asked me, was I going to put a Christmas tree up? I was like, really? Am I going to invite them in the house now? You know?
They think Christmas tree invite them in the house?
Yeah, I mean, if they think you got a Christmas tree, they probably think you got presents too, don't you think?
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that.
Dude, I want to go and do it.
So you don't put up Christmas tree because you're scared of burglars, or you don't put up Christmas tree because you
I ain't put
celebrate?
up, no, I celebrate, but I don't, you know, it ain't that serious to me.
You gotta get to a pistol. 3 times?
3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get what I'm saying? You probably can get away with it too.
Yeah.
Huh?
You can get away with it.
What?
3 times. I've been
You
in
never
the
have
3
3
times.
times?
Oh, yeah,
I'm scared.
it's all documented now.
Yeah, it's documented. I'm scared. I wouldn't even give him a chance to get in the house. I shoot through the door.
Yeah. I'm playing band music right here. This ain't my
That's
music.
what's up, though. That's what we like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you mean that's what we like?
That's what we like. See, you don't be in the club, so you don't understand.
Yeah.
Old me.
Yeah, he
By 9 o'clock.
He got hammer. Hammer.
How did you know?
In the bed by 9 o'clock.
Man, shoot, I went to bed about 6:30 yesterday.
See what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You gotta see, I gotta be in the streets. I gotta be out meeting my fans, getting new fans, and
Then I go to this little cheap little bar right on Glenwood.
cheap little bar.
Cheap.
Hey, speaking of
Free.
Glenwood, tomorrow I want everybody to come out to